Hey everyone, Rachel West and Rick Stroud here. And Rick, the Bucs have finally done it. They've won a playoff game for the first time since winning the Super Bowl, actually. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't easy, but at this time of the year, survive and advance is the name of the game, and they found a way to get it done.
Yeah, Rachel, you're probably a little too young to remember how long ago that really was in 2002, but I was there, and it is a big thing for this franchise, for this football team. And they didn't expect the kind of game they got against the Washington football team. I mean, they found out before kickoff, Alex Smith, their quarterback, was not going to play. A guy named Taylor Heineke ended up playing instead. A couple months ago, he was doing online courses at Old Dominion and not playing football at all, and he gave them fits. And so they managed to get out of that game, and a big part because they had some guys really step up. I mean, Leonard Fournette had to play for Ronald Jones, who had a quad injury before the game. In warm-ups, it didn't feel good, for whatever reason, whether it was a flight or whatnot. And they got big performances again from Tom Brady and Mike Evans, who we didn't know how that leg was going to hold up. He led them in receiving. So, for the guys that had to fill in, they managed to get that playoff win. It wasn't pretty. They scored a lot of points, and now they're on to the next round.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke probably just wrapped up a job somewhere for the rest of his career. But so overall, it was good for the Bucs, but they did have Alex Kappa go down with an injury. So how are they going to solve that going into this week?
Yeah, that's a tough one because Alex Kappa played great for them. He had started every game, obviously, at offensive guard. You're going against maybe one of the best defenses in the NFC. So now, and during the game, they had Ted Larson, who was this veteran that they had brought up from the practice squad. He didn't hold up very well. He gave up a couple of sacks in that Washington game. So now they're going to go to Aaron Stinney, who's a guy that was inactive for the Washington game. They have confidence in him, but it's going to be a problem because remember the last time they played New Orleans, Ali Marpet was out, and they tried to fill that hole and weren't able to do it with Joe Haig, and Tom Brady was under siege. So the good news is they get Devin White back off the COVID list. He's such a key player on their defense, along with Steve McClendon. So one guy out, two guys back. So I guess overall it's a net gain of +1. So they feel pretty good about it.
There you go. We can do some math around here. But so on Sunday, as we all know, it will be round 3 between Brady and Breeze. The Bucs have not fared too great the last couple matchups. What can we expect to be different going into this one?
Well, it's going to be really good because, this could be the retirement party that the Bucs could throw for Drew Brees, because we don't know if he's going to play after this season. But look, this is a better team than the Bucs, right? They've lost to these guys and lost to them badly as recently as November 8th. That 38-3 game, I think it was, they trailed 31-0. And the Saints have had their numbers really for the last 5 times. They won 5 straight. So, history says that if you win the first 2 and have to play a team a third time, they win about 65% of the time. That's usually because they're a better football team. But these last 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks since the bye week, the Bucs have been hot on offense. Tom Brady's had his best passing numbers that he's ever had in any stretch in his career. And I just think they feel like with Antonio Brown, the way he's playing, and Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and those receivers, if they can protect Brady and not turn the ball over, that's been a big thing in those other 2 games, they got a really good chance to beat New Orleans. So I think they're going to embrace the challenge. And, if you win this game, you're 60 minutes from playing to go to the Super Bowl right back here in Tampa. So it's going to be a good one. Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
Yeah, they would love to be in that position. We'll see if third time can be a charm for the Bucs this week. We'll check back with you, Rick, before that one on Sunday. In the meantime, though, guys, make sure you're following along with him on Twitter for all your updates throughout the week. And be sure you're checking out TampaBay.com for your full Bucs coverage.